These are Arabic cookies called Ka'b al-Ghazal, which means gazelle's heel. I named them date bites for the lack of words. I guess the closest thing to it is Newton's fig bars. Anyway, let me show you how I make them. In a large mixing bowl, I'll add flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. The exact ingredients should be on the screen and also on Vegan is Yum website. I'll mix these quickly, then add a cup of oil and mix it with my hand thoroughly. Now I'm adding oat milk to bring the dough together. I used a little over 1.5 cups, so add the milk slowly till you get this word. So add the milk slowly till you get a consistent dough. You don't need to rest the dough. You can start working on it immediately after you prepare the filling. I'm using 2 types of dates here to show you the difference. First are pitted dates. 200 grams, I'll chop them with a knife, then chop about 50 grams of walnuts and mix them together. Make sure to put on a glove. This is very sticky. Then few drops of oil to make it easier to work with and less sticky. I'll shape these into little snakes and put them aside. You can use this kind of ready dates block if it's easy to find. I personally like to use the pitted dates as I can control its consistency. The second option is fresh dates like these. I remove the seeds and throw them in a food processor with a spoon of oil, then run them for a bit. You can instead chop them with a knife if you like. For the amount of dough I made, 500 grams of pitted dates will be perfect, or 400 grams plus 100 grams of walnuts. The fresh dates will be probably 1 kilogram or a little less. Now all what we have to do is roll the dough, make sure it's as thin as you can, about 3 millimeters typically will be good enough. Then add the filling in lines, roll the dough over for 1.5 rotations to make sure the filling is covered completely. Once you're done with the filling, make sure to pinch the edges together so they don't open while baking. You can either cut them and bake them immediately, or brush them with some oat milk, then roll them in some sesame seeds and cut them. You can also use little hands to help you cut them. I like to do that on the bias, but it's up to you how do you want to make them. You can even keep them as sticks or make ugly shaped flower like this. Now bake them in your preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. Take them out when they're brown. Pay attention to where you place them in the oven. If the bottom is browning faster than the top, then move the tray higher, and vice versa. Now you can store them in one of these metal boxes and give them to your grandkids when they come to visit. That's all for today. Please subscribe and like the video, and see you next time.